I had some issues with my steering cable. It was something that I already knew was a problem when I took it out last few times. Putting it into reverse was a little tough. Putting it in forward, not too bad, but I know I either had an issue in the control box or an issue with one of the cables. So what I did was I took apart the control box, I checked it out. Everything shifts really, really good, so I'm not worried that the problem is within the box. I know it's the cable now because when I use a screwdriver to put through the hole on the throttle cable and try and move it back and forth, it's pretty tough. I had to buy two cables, the throttle and the shift cable. The other thing too is this cable box, which is the Mercury Commander 3000. It's generation 1. There's a lot of, you know, negative things online where if you go on a lot of forums, they say it's junk, etc. So I really don't want to put any money into this since it is working really good. So I'd much rather use this one instead of buying the second generation one and, you know, spending $600. So let me try and get this done first. So you can see here, all these parts in here all moved back and forth really, really easy. I mean, super slick. There's no issues with them at all. When I come over here and you move this cable here, it's a little tough to pull. Same with this one here. This is another one that's kind of hard to do with one hand, but you know, it going in and out is not easy at all. I put a screwdriver through this little hole here and tried moving it. Didn't really do it much. Okay, so what I have done here is, right here is where it shifts into reverse. So I loaded this up with grease and that helped out. The other issue I had was these cables were way over like that, hooked up onto that, and it came out almost at a 90-degree like so. And I think one of the problems with shifting was that since this is not looped like this, so it can come straight out, it's creating a bind. But these cables feel they might be an issue with inside the cable, so there's no point in keeping them. So I bought 2 new cables and it'll be delivered right next week or so to replace everything. Here are our dogs here. This little guy here, his name is Buddy. He's a good little dog. He's got to be half pit or something, I have no idea. And about every other street dog you can imagine is mixed into this guy. He's a cool little dog though. Buddy. And so, and then over here is our puppy. She's a little bit bigger now. When we first got her, she was the size of Buddy. And now she's about 70 pounds or so. And that's her favorite toy. Loves to play fetch. That's what she wants me to do, is play fetch with her. And her name is Bebe. Baby. Come here. You ready? Go get it. She loves to play fetch. She'll play this all day long if given the chance. Hey, what's up everyone? So I am starting to work on the boat now. Let me show you what I've got going on, and then I'll get to work. Alrighty, so I pulled out this guy here, this tray. It's like a piece that goes around here. So I've just removed that, pulled off the side boards. This board that was over here is now gone. Getting everything pulled out of here and trying to figure out what I got going. Took the hoses off. See the hoses here, just have these gloves sitting on them, so if there's any gas, it'll just drip into the gloves and then protect it from crap going in there. So you can see here at the inside, that thing there is still full of fuel, so I'm gonna have to be careful with that one. So, but I'll just eventually move that on the outside, so that way if it spills, it spills outside. So yeah, so let's get digging into this thing. Obviously down here is probably for the bilge pump, is what I have to assume. So Gotta pull all this out. This is, and these wires, it's not too bad, but for the connection wise, but I mean this is just crap. So you can see inside the thing is so dirty. So it's gonna get a good power wash. Gotta get the fuel that's in here. You can see a bunch of trash back in here. You can see a bunch of trash all back inside there. So yeah, let's see what we got. Let's have some fun. Yeah, so this is always the best part of the whole project, is getting in here and just tearing everything out of here, cleaning it all up and starting with a brand new fresh canvas. And that's my goal for today, is to try and get this whole thing all cleaned out and see what needs to be done. I have all my stuff already, almost everything, getting little bits and pieces here, and then put everything back together. Let's see. Alrighty, so let's get these straps off of here. Feel like quite a bit of gas in there. I need to try and get it out. This thing is heavy. So plan A didn't work. I was going to try and get my fuel out of here into this gas can, but I knew it wasn't going to happen, but I gotta give it a try anyway. So let's move this thing out. Okay, let's see if we can get this to work again. The elevation is just not there to get this to work properly. So, I'm gonna figure out. Alright, I was able to get the fuel tank out of here. I had to wrestle it out.
Look at this!
Probably about 15 gallons in there, which was not easy to do. I had this little stool here and that stool. I had the gas tank propped up on that, and then siphoned some of it out and put it into my 5-gallon gas tank. And then I finally got it out of here, about 10 gallons left. Set it up on these crates and then siphoned out a good 6 more gallons. There's probably still 3 more gallons in there, but that's okay. I'm just gonna leave it as is. So you can see I had to move it from here and carry it down to there with about 10 gallons. You can see these are not marine rated connections, and it is just, this isn't what you do. Just like that. Alright, let's take a look underneath here. Let's see what we got here. So here's my hydraulic lines. Guessing this is for the light. This is part of rigging. And well, everything else. So let's just see what can we separate here. Okay. So this here is from Quality Craftsmanship. So this here is a float switch, and instead of having it drilled into place, I guess I figured just leaving it in there and zip tying it works. Let's cut those zip ties off. is a freshwater pump, and it's nice and crusty. So I'm gonna pull that out. Going to end up cleaning this whole place out here in a minute. So alrighty, so this has been a real pain in the butt. That right there is really sealed in. That was the freshwater pump, and it's just sealed in. So I'm leaving that for a little while. So now let's clean this up. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning this whole bilge area out. It's filthy. I got after using my pressure washer. Man, that stuff is thick on there. So now I'm gonna try out my spray 9 and the drill. Let's see what happens. This is after I use some spray 9 and my drill brush attachment. Gone in here and cleaned things up. It's cleaner, definitely a lot cleaner. Still got a lot to be done in here before I can be happy with this condition of the bilge.